parents. We've got a section here in the center. If you want to sit here, you can sit wherever you'd like, but parents, we do have a section here in the lower center section if you'd like to sit there. Seniors, as you're entering, if you'll check in with Miss Tedder, and then we'll get started in about 4 minutes. All right, everyone, if I could have your attention, we're going to go ahead and begin our 4-year athletic medallion ceremony. We'd like to welcome you today. Students, if you would do me a favor and turn your phones off and put your phones away, that way we can make sure we are focused and ready to get going on what we are here for. So if you will please put those phones away, that would be much appreciated. As I said, we are here today to honor our senior athletes who have participated in athletics and lettered in a respective sport since the 9th grade. According to the National Federation of High School Sports, athletic activities support the academic mission of schools. They are not a diversion, but rather they're an extension of a good educational program. Students who participate in athletic activity programs, just like all of you students in attendance, they tend to have higher grade point averages, better attendance records, lower dropout rates, and fewer discipline problems than students generally. These athletes are to be commended for participating in 4 years, or all 4 years of their athletic eligibility here at Lake Hamilton High School. They're finishing strong. And as you're going to hear in just a few moments from our guest speaker, participating in athletics all 4 years teaches you many valuable lessons. Here today we have a guest speaker before we recognize those that are going to be receiving their medallions. Our guest speaker is Dr. Tiffany McCain. She's a 1995 Lake Hamilton graduate. While she was at Lake Hamilton, she played basketball, softball, volleyball, and was a member of our track and field team. While at Lake Hamilton, she was named the Gatorade All-American in basketball and the Arkansas Player of the Year in 1995. She set records in the girls' discus, girls' 400 meter, and the girls' 1600 meter relay. Two of her most memorable moments at Lake Hamilton is when she was a member of the state basketball championship team in 1995 and being one of 10 valedictorian graduates in 1995. Following graduation at Lake Hamilton, Tiffany received a scholarship to play basketball at the University of Kentucky. She played there from 1995 to 2000 and was an all-time SEC women's legend in 2001. She graduated from the University of Kentucky Pharmacy School in 2002. She also played for the WNBA Orlando Miracle from 2000 to 2002. Tiffany married her high school sweetheart, Kevin, and she has 3 boys with Kevin who also attend Lake Hamilton, Lucas, Eli, and Riggs. She is a member of our Lake Hamilton School District Board of Education, and she is the pharmacy director of CHI St. Vincent Hospital. She still enjoys basketball by coaching her kids and playing pickup old lady ball. So, Lake Hamilton, give a warm welcome to Dr. Tiffany McCain.
I've been out of school for a long time. That's a lot of stuff that I did. You forget about those things over the years, but thank you for those introductions very much. So, like he said, my name's Tiffany McCain. I've been at this school, I don't know when, it seems like I've been up here every day, it seems like, with kids, being as a parent, being as a school board member, just being as a supporter. And being involved in sports has been in my life for a very, very long time. And so whenever Brian asked me to come and speak to you guys today, I was very excited about it. I come speak periodically on different things, but this in particular is very dear to my heart because I myself was an athlete just like you guys were. And I started way back when in 2nd grade playing organized basketball or soccer or anything that was available at that time. But today I kind of wanted to say congratulations to the seniors here who have completed the 4 years of any kind of a sport that you're interested in. And I kind of want to give you an idea of what I learned during these 4 years or during my years of playing sports that helps me now in my role right now. like he said, I'm the pharmacy director at CHI Hospital, so I'm responsible for hiring folks. And one of these characteristics are things that you are learning right now, being a part of sports, in addition to your schoolwork. Both of those go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other, because sports does end eventually. I want to kind of get across being 3 points that I kind of learned about, kind of healed on its own because I had to stay off of it. And that was in October of my freshman year. I stopped playing in October my freshman year and just had a boot, walked around in a lovely boot all my freshman year, it seemed like. And so one of them actually ended up healing on their own, but my other one did not. I actually had to end up having surgery on my right foot, and that was in April of my freshman year. So I went from October of my freshman year all the way to April in a boot, and then finally having surgery in my April. And so during that time, being an athlete and being hurt is terrible. You have these mental challenges of, am I ever going to be able to play or do the same thing that I had at the caliber that I had, or even get better? Do I want to? Do I want to go through that pain? Do I want to? So during that time, I had all those thoughts that come through your mind. And then finally after that, my surgery, I went through rehab and actually was able to come back. And I mean, those thoughts that came through me, I did not know if I could play at the level of the SEC, because you guys know the SEC level of playing basketball is really high level of playing basketball. And so it was God put me in his hands. He gave me the right people at the right time, the encouragers to keep going, the strength to be able to keep going and learn, and mentally and physically to learn those. So being a four-year letterman gives you plenty of levels of endurance. Because I know in the world of basketball, in the world of sports, softball, baseball, it doesn't matter. You have highs and lows. You have the wins, you have the losses. And so those highs and lows teach you to develop characteristics of endurance. Because you just never know. My advice is to stay with it just because it gets hard, just because you don't like to do it, and don't give up just because of that. Because you never know what's going to happen on the other side after that obstacle. Because I didn't know after my freshman year if I was going to play, but I eventually did and ended up getting that year back. And ended up playing and actually went on and played in professional level. So just any little obstacle now, well, actually, if you overcome that, you never know what's going to happen at the end. But if I had quit prior to, I would have never reached my dream of playing in the professional world. So the other little point that I want to make a point is memories. You are making great memories now. And I actually go back to my basketball and my volleyball and softball and track. They're still important to me to this day, but currently since I'm the director of the pharmacy, which means I'm responsible for hiring new employees, I look for folks that have the great teammate responsibilities or characteristics. I look for attitudes, positive attitudes. I look for people that can be presented with a problem and overcome it, like endurance. I look for integrity. How honest are you? I look for compassion. I look for communication skills, because you guys you're developing that, and being a part of an athletic program here at the Lake Hamilton gives you opportunities to develop and hone those skills for after college or after high school type situations, because one day you got to get a real job, right? One day you got to be on your own. You're not going to live in your mom and dad's house for the rest of your life, nor do you want to. You do want to get on your own. You do want to get out of that house. And I know usually the ninth, I was talking to Coach Robinson, and she's like, usually it's the 9th and 10th grade that you start deciding what you want to do and kind of figure out what you like and what you don't like. And that's normal to have that, but I want to challenge you. My advice is really look at why you want to stop a sport, and do not base your decision off of playing time, or it's hard, or there's not a lot of time. I want you to really think about why you're stopping a sport before you actually stop a sport. Talk to your coaches, talk to your family, talk to your friends before you make that final decision. I enjoyed every sport. I like to multi-sport and play different ones at different times, and that was fun for me. But I know not everybody likes that. You make a decision. I know my brother, he played baseball and football, and that's all he played or whatnot. And that's okay. I'm not saying that that's bad, but I'm just saying stay in some kind of activity during your years of high school. For those, congratulations for sticking it out. Having 4 years of athletic ability or athletic participation here at Lake Hamilton is a big thing. And it goes, like Brian said before, it goes hand in hand with your academics. And I had people ask me how I went through pharmacy school and playing basketball at the same time. And my answer was one was an escape from the other. I used athletics to escape from basketball, and I used basketball to escape from athletics. It was a good balance in my life, and so I think that's what it was. So anyway, congratulations, and I hope you continue to make great memories here, learning the lives of endurance and keeping that going, and being a good teammate. And that teammate is not just here at school in the sports program, but that's elsewhere too. So congratulations, and thank you guys for the opportunity to come and speak to you guys today.
All right, we're now going to be calling up our 4-year athletic medallion recipients. They're going to be receiving a medallion, a custom Lake Hamilton Athletics medallion that they're going to be wearing at graduation. So keep this medallion. You'll actually wear this when you cross the stage at graduation. Seniors, as you come across the stage, you'll pause for your photo, and then you can go back around to your seat. You'll notice some of our seniors are discolored today. We've had a senior field day today, and they ended it with lots of chalk and color, and some of them didn't quite have time to go and get back to their normal selves. So we love them the way that they are, and we appreciate them for being here. We're also missing a handful of our track and field 4-year medallion seniors. We're still going to recognize them. They'll still have a slide, as we call their name, but the track state championship was moved from yesterday to today due to weather last minute. So they are competing today, and we are sending them our best wishes to our Running Wolves on the track and field team. So we'll get started with our first row, if you'll stand up. Our first two are not here. They are off with our track team, but we do want to recognize them, Evan Armitage and Colin ASHCRAFT. Next is Connor Ashley. Connor is a member of cross country and track, followed by Grant Bearden. Grant is has been a member of football and baseball. Wesley Bonner, a member of our cross country and our track teams throughout his time at Lake Hamilton. Ethan Brock, cross country and baseball. Tanner Burns, baseball. Matthew CARMACK, baseball and basketball. Justin CHEN, football and track. Not with us today, but recognizing JADYN Collier. Next is Asher Constant, football. Dalton Dampier, football and wrestling. Ken Dong, football. John Christian DOUCET, football. KINDSEY FAULKNER, dance and tennis. Peyton GARNER, golf and track. KALEY Green, basketball and track. Denise Guy, tennis, and soccer. Not here, but recognizing Evie Hafer with cheerleading and tennis. Next is Hunter Hannah, wrestling and football. SKYLAR HARTNESS, cheerleading. GINNY Higginbotham, basketball, golf, track, and soccer. ELLIE HORTMAN, cheerleading. Dylan Horton, wrestling, football, and baseball. Not here, but being recognized with the track team is Garrett Horton. Next is Brennan Hudson, football and track. Tevin Hughes, football and wrestling. Riley Hunter, basketball and soccer. Titan Jackson, wrestling and football. Jace Joyner, football, baseball. Kaylin Kaufman, softball and volleyball. Cassidy King, volleyball and dance. Emma Lee Landrum, softball and volleyball. Hannah Landrum, basketball. Thomas Livingston, track. Arbor Maksudi, football and track. Recognizing the next two that are not here and with our track team, Sutton Manat, cross country, track, swim and dive, and Zeke McCain, cross country, track and swim. And next being recognized is Blake Marriott, football. Owen Miller, football and track. Larry Morales, soccer. Brianna Morris, basketball. Lincoln Pate, football. Lily Peters, track and cheerleading. Not here today, but being recognized is Austin Pretzel with tennis and Malin Rise with cross country. Next up is Gavin Reynolds, basketball and baseball. Gavin Roberts, football and basketball. Zach Roberts, football, basketball, and track. Cade Robinson, basketball, track, and golf. Devin Simpson, track and football. Recognizing the next two that are not here with the track team, Ethan Smith, swimming, cross country, and track, and Levi Stratton, cross country and track. When you work for our athletics department, you get to medal your own children. Next up is Jack Tedder, football and basketball. And Natalie Tedder, basketball, tennis, track, and volleyball. Next is Noah Tiernan, football and baseball. Andy Tollison, basketball. Not here with the track team. Being recognized is Shelby Vincent, cross country and track. Next up is Ethan Watson, basketball and football. Bo Wilson, football and basketball. Audrey Winfrey, volleyball, basketball, track, and soccer. And finally, with our track team is Haley Wyrick, basketball, tennis, track, golf, soccer, and volleyball. Again, students, we want to thank you for attending today. Seniors, we want to congratulate you again one more time for being a 4-year athletic medallion recipient. Students, I hope you take to heart what Dr. McCain shared with you. It is worth it. Please don't quit. Have those conversations and really dive deep into your reasonings before you decide to move on from a sport that you're currently involved in. Parents, family, and friends, we're now going to open up the floor for family and friend pictures, and students, you may go back to class.